Hi, this is Suzanne again about my weight loss, and my hair is messy because it's still wet from the gym. I've just come in, and I started tapping on this in the gym, and I'm still a little bit worried about it, and I don't want to end up eating my emotions away, so I want to tap on it. Um, I have a financial worry this month because this month has been a particularly quiet month compared to the average month. And I haven't done as well as I should have done, which means that I can't do what I want to do as yet. I'm saving up for something and I can't do it yet. So on a scale from 10 to 0, I've been tapping at the gym while I was doing my workout. It's a 3, so I just want to tap on that. If there's anything that worries you, whatever it may be, whether it's money, a relationship, a friendship, a job, whatever, then maybe you can tap with me. But please make sure you look at all the terms and conditions underneath this video first. So, even though I'm worried about money, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I've been worried about this money for 2 months, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm worried about this money, I deeply love and accept myself. Worried about this money. Worried about this money. Worried about this money. Oh. Worried about this money. Worried about this money. I feel it's gone down to 2, and I'm just getting the thought of, well, what's the point worrying? It's not going to get me the money, so I might as well not worry. Worried about this money. Worried about this money. Worried about this money. Oh. Oh. It's down to 1 now. Oh. Let's tap again and see what happens. Even though I'm worried about this money, and I know that there's no point in worrying because it's not going to get me anywhere, and I'm still worried, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm worried about this money, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm worried about this money, I deeply love and accept myself. Worried about this money. 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 Oh. Worried about this money. Worried about this money. Worried about this money. Okay. It kind of feels like a half now, and I'm starting to notice things like I notice there's a shadow because it's foggy outside and it's really quite dark. And this is my other half's office as well as mine, which we use from home. So it's a bit messy, and whoever decorated it, we rent it, whoever decorated it, no comment. You can see how dark it is. So, where am I? Worried about money. There's another part of this worry is that I know at the end of this month, beginning of next month, I'm going to have to buy a whole new load of size 12 wardrobe. And I just don't know what to do with this. This is a size 12 top, which is lucky. What's underneath it is a size 14 top, which is meant to be a tight top anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's a little bit loose. My jeans that I'm wearing, they're loose on the bum, and I really will need to buy, and I need to buy new trousers. I've got a nice jacket which is still wearable. It's big, but it's still wearable. I've got to buy a new coat. It's coming up to winter here in South Africa. I know some of you might be watching this at this time in the summer. If you're watching it in winter, wherever you are, then that's fine. You can get what I'm talking about. So I've got to buy all these new things and plus get what I want financially. And when I left the gym, I found, and I'll tap as I talk, when I left the gym, I found myself so worried about, oh my God, where am I going to find the money? Because I won't buy it on credit. I refuse to buy it on credit. I just want to pay for it outright. Where am I going to find the money to buy all those new clothes? And then suddenly I just felt so hungry, which was a kind of strange hunger because it almost mimicked a physical hunger, but it wasn't quite. It was like I was being, how can I describe it? I don't know how to describe it. It's a weird kind of hunger. And I felt faint. I felt so hungry. I felt faint. But that didn't make any sense to me because I was well fed. But I wanted to eat more. And as I was walking towards the bus stop, I was thinking, no, what it is maybe my subconscious mind wants me to eat so that I won't have to spend on all those clothes at the end of the month. And and then what I did when I realized that, I just stopped by somebody who was selling fruit and I bought guavas. And I was supposed to eat only one, but I ate two. But Africa is a very lucky country for fat people because there are hungry people everywhere. And I saw a man looking in the rubbish, looking for food or whatever that he could find. So I gave him the last two remaining guavas I had because you could only buy them in a group of 4, so I had to buy a group of 4. And so it's really interesting how that played out. It's like this fear, oh my God, I've got to eat so that I don't have to buy all these clothes, which is crazy because the money spent on food would be the same as the money spent on clothes. So it's stupid. It's a stupid fear, but on a scale from 10 to 0, how much is that fear? It's the same, it's the half, because it was worry about making enough money this month. And when you do these videos and you see yourself, you can't help but play with your hair sometimes. Okay, so anyway, if you expected this to be a really serious video, I mean, come on, I'm not polished, I'm not serious. What I do is very serious, it's very healing on a very deep level. But let's just say I'm unpolished and unpretentious. So if you like that, welcome. So even though I'm worried about making the money in time that I want to make, I've pulled the rabbit out of a hat before. There's no reason why it shouldn't happen again. And if it has to be done 2 weeks later, hey, so be it. That's life. I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I want it all and I want it now. I want it next week. I mean, at the end of next week, when I know it will no longer be viable for me to wear the trousers I'm wearing. This is the plan. This is what I'm doing, right? This is the plan. This is how I'm losing weight. I buy a pair of jeans. They are the only thing that I can wear to work. They're black jeans. And they've got pockets in them. And so they look smart, and yet they're functional for my job. and they allow me to walk around in all sorts of places and to Cape Town, which may or may not be safe, with all my valuables in my pockets. So, and this was my strategy all the way along, is as I approached a new smaller size, I would buy the smaller pair of jeans and then keep trying them on till I could just about get in them, and then wear them. By wearing them, I become that size. I'm completely believing that is the size that I am. And physically, it is impossible to eat too much wearing those jeans anyway. So within 2 or 3 days, they're fitting very nicely. And then they start to get bigger and bigger and bigger because I'm getting smaller inside of them. And then when it gets to a new point, I buy the next jeans down, and that's how I've been doing it. That was one of my strategies anyway, and it's worked for me. Because going for numbers on the scales would not have worked for me. I'm getting fitter, I'm getting more athletic, and I'm training for a semi-professional athletic career to do with EFT and do with everything that I like. So it's unrealistic for me to weigh myself. But I've decided when I'm size 12, whatever weight I see on those scales is my weight. And I will be happy with that. I'm not going to argue about that. You know, that's fine. I accept that. But I suspect it's 12 kilograms more, or about 10 to 12 kilograms more than the last time I was a size 12. So that's why I haven't weighed myself, and I've used the sizes as a measure of my own weight loss. It's a very personal thing. People do it in different ways. So as I think about that, I think, well, what I really need the most is a new pair of jeans, because that's for work, and so I can afford that. Just about, but I can. And coat will have to wait another 2 weeks. I think that I can live with. I was mourning at the gym because there's a favorite hoodie which I could wear over anything, and I could wear in the gym, which is freezing cold because they can't get the temperature right. So I was wearing it, put the hood on top, and I was just mourning it because it just looks ridiculous. I would have worn it, but I was sweating in it. I would have got it out for you, but it's in the wash. It's just too yucky. I'm not going to show it to you. But basically, the sleeves kind of come over like this, and they hang over to here. And I was thinking, Suzanne, reality check. You can't wear this anymore. And I was thinking, oh my God, I've got to buy a new hoodie. And that was on special offer. Now I'm going to have to find a new one. And it's always like a challenge for me to buy clothes because I'm tall. And because I wear, usually the clothes that I would buy, buy so that I can wear them at work and look professional. And so they have to look okay for both sport and work, because work is also sport. Sport is also work for me. So what am I trying to say is it can't be those really short women's tops, because they're made for short women. And for me, they come up above my belly button. It's ridiculous. And so it takes me ages to find one. And I was really kind of mourning that. But I think I'll live with it. So even though I'm mourning that particular hoodie, that's okay. I'll survive. I accept myself. I let it go. I know I sound like a moaning Minnie, but I don't mean to. It's just the way I am. And if you're going through something like this process, then I hope that this tapping has helped you to tap along. Thank you so much for watching. And subscribe and comment. Bye-bye now.